Chairman, I'll just go straight to the question. Group Group CEO, welcome. Let me first of all start by commending you. You talked about the opportunities in gas in Europe, and that is something that I was very interested in. And I was wondering what Nigeria was doing to exploit the opportunities that have now arisen in Europe with the supply of gas. And I was happy that you raised that issue and you elaborated on it. And I'm happy that NNPC is proactive in trying to exploit those opportunities, which will have serious consequences for foreign exchange earnings in Nigeria. So let me commend you on that. That's number one. Number two, you say you have line of sight to all the tankers and all the everything, all the oil leaving Nigeria. So you know every single tanker that leaves Nigeria, you know what they're carrying, the quantities, and so on. My question is, then why is it so difficult for us to identify those involved in crude oil theft? Because if we know all the legal tankers and oil carriers leaving our barges and so on, leaving our shores, and we have the control room that monitors all of this, how is it that we cannot name and shame every single illegal operator in our waters? I would have liked a situation where, as a result of all this monitoring capacity, trackers and so on, we could sit down and say, column A are the legal tankers, column B are the illegal tankers. And then we can name them. You can name the ships, you can name the owners, you can name the operators. You also said that there is no crude oil transaction that can be done without the banks. So we even have more information on these people. Why is it that we cannot publish their names and publish the quantities that are leaving our shores? I know you've said that there's beyond crude oil theft, there are other issues that account for the problems that we have in terms of meeting our quotas in oil production. But for the ones that are stealing the oil, I want to suggest, or I want you to explain to us why we cannot name and shame them, given all the technology that we already have in place. That's number two. Number three, and finally, the